Hey guys, good afternoon. My name is Steve from Supermod's Computing Technologies in Queens. Today I'm going to be doing an iPhone 6 screen repair. It's going to be a quick short video. I hope you guys like it. If you like it, subscribe to my channel. If not, you could always thumbs down and you could disarm my channel from your savings. So it's totally up to you. So yeah, I have this iPhone 6 here with a broken screen. I'm going to show you in a second. It's really cracked up, pretty decently bad. It's a nice clean phone, so let's get into the repair. Of course, you're going to get your screen, your brand new screen, or wherever the hell you get it from. They're all Chinese knockoffs. Nothing is real anymore. Everything is fake. But as long as it works and it does the job, that's quite okay. I have my little handy screwdriver here. This is one of the tools I'm going to use. It has the star point on one side, and on the other side it has the Phillips. So this is pretty much the only screwdriver I'll need at this point to do this repair. And I also have my handy little tool that I got from Blick. I don't remember the part number because it's rubbed out, but I have looked and searched for this tool and I can't find it anywhere anymore. It's pretty decent. It's durable. It flexes properly. It doesn't bend that easy, and I use it to get thin enough to get right underneath the screws and underneath the screen to pry it up. It works great. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. So first thing I'm going to do is remove the two screws down at the bottom of the phone. That's one. That's two. And next I'm going to use my tool that I just told you about and just gently go in between the screen. You see how easy it goes in there? I could go in, pop it up. Bam, it's done. It's open. Nice and easy. There we go. Now we have it opened up. First thing you're going to do, just like on a car, just like on any electrical device, before you start working on anything, you're going to disconnect the battery. The battery is located right here. This is the battery. You will see the connector for it in a few. As soon as I take this metal shield off, once I remove this metal shield, the battery will be exposed. This is the battery connector right here. Make sure you disconnect that before doing any repairs on anything. So that's the first step. Okay. So now we're going to remove these 5 screws up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to take these screws out in the right order because you don't want to mix these screws up. You can get long screw damage. So what I do is the way I take it out is the way I put it down on the table. So that's 1 removed. That's 2. Yeah, I'll put it in the middle. And before I put it down on the same way that it came out. And 5, there you go. I'm going to remove this shield. Take it off. 1 connector already disconnected by itself. I'm going to disconnect the other 2. 3. You're supposed to use spudger tools, but I'm so lazy at times. Careful not to rip anything off. There we go. And now the screen is removed. Pretty short and easy. You can now take this piece, move it to the side because you no longer need it. What you're going to do is you're going to pull the shield off, the home button, the camera, and take off all these little screws around here so that you can switch it over to the new screen. So now I'm going to start with the home button. A good practice is to keep your screws in order so you don't get mixed up. Screws do go in different places, so if you put it in the wrong place, you will cause a problem. Keep everything together, shields together. Now you have this little clip right here that you have to kind of get in there, disconnect it. Disconnect it pretty easy. Right? Take that up. There goes your home button. Home button's out. Nice and easy. Put it to the side. Next up, we're going to unscrew all the screws that hold the shield down on the side. So there's 6 of these screws. We're going to take 1 out. It's number 1. It's number 2. It's number 3. Number 4. It's 5. And here goes the last one. Is number 6. All right, so all those screws are out. Next up, we're gonna remove the camera assembly. I'm gonna take those screws out that hold the camera shield down. So we got one over here. Screw number 2. Screw number 3. Remove the shield, comes off. Move that to the side. Here's your speaker assembly. This is your ear speaker. This is what you listen to. And now you kind of got to get, this is where the parts get a little tricky because you have to be careful not to damage this area here because this is your proximity sensor and you know all that other good stuff that makes your phone dim when you're in light. Oh, and look, I broke it. Silly me. Nice way to start off the day on camera. Oh well, so that means I'm gonna have to replace it. I'm not worried because I have a bunch of these things in the shop. So you say bye-bye. That's a good example of how easy it is to break shit. See? Don't. This motherfucker is stuck in here. It doesn't even want to come out. Oh, finally came out. Anywho, our next step is to remove the shield. Now what I like to do is use a little heat to heat the glue up on this, and once I heat it up on this side, I just peel it right off. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna turn my hot air station on so I can get some heat. It'll take about 2 seconds to warm up, and once it warms up we'll be ready to take that little piece off and we'll be ready to transfer over everything to the other screen. So we have one more screw here, we'll remove that in the meantime. Okay, we'll put that to the side. And now this shield is ready to be removed. Now this shield is very important. You don't want to damage this because this is actually what sends the signal from the fingerprint scanner and the home button all the way up to the top of the motherboard over here. So you don't want to damage this device. You don't want to damage this shield. The shield is very important. This is where it connects to. If you damage this shield, your home button, nothing will work properly. So you want to make sure that you don't destroy that particular piece, because if you do, you're screwed. You'll be on eBay ordering one from Chinese people. So meantime, that's heating up. I should got some good heat now. I'm gonna go ahead and heat the glass up in that area. I really don't care about the glass because it's garbage. Nice and hot. That should peel off very easy. See how easy it comes off? Just fell off. This garbage gets tossed in the trash. Bye. Now we're gonna take our new screen. We turn the hot station off so it doesn't make that annoying noise in the background. And get this screen out the plastic. It wants to come out. It's in there so well. There we go. Let's get that out. So now, good practice, what you should do is before you even start installing the screen, is to test it out, because there's times where you will put this screen together and then the next thing you know, you're screwed because you didn't test it out, you put all that stuff together, and now the freaking screen doesn't work. So take your time when you connecting these connectors because you want to make sure it snaps in properly. Now we're gonna just turn it on. And it looks like the phone is dead. It's probably dead because it's been sitting there for a while. So that doesn't help for us to check it out either. Let's see if I can get a cable and charge it up real quick. Okay guys, I'm back after being disrupted and had to do a million things. I'm finally back here to finish this video. So I charged it up, so now it's fully charged. As you can see, fully charged. I got a new camera sensor from the shop, so we're gonna put that on and finish this job. So now After we tested the screen, make sure the screen is completely perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. You turn it on, test it, make sure it's working. You can get into the phone. Okay, no touch ID. Everything is good. So from now, what we're gonna do is turn the phone back off, or just disconnect the battery like I usually do. And now we can finish putting the screen together. So the next step is we're gonna put the shield back on. Don't forget to peel this plastic protective stuff on the back. Make sure you take that off. You don't want to leave that on while you're fixing the phone. Next up, we're going to put the shield on. I have my tools here. First thing I'm going to do is put all the screws back. Remember the order where you took them from so you don't get no confusion, because screws do matter where they belong to. If you put them in the wrong place, you might break stuff. So always keep that in mind when you're going to take something apart. Could be anything. I don't care if you're taking apart a car or taking apart a truck. Anything you take apart, try to keep the screws in order. Screws do matter. Okay, so now the screws back. Thing is sticking on my magnet here on my screwdriver. Put all this stuff back together nice and neatly. We're gonna do a great job putting this phone. Okay, so now she'll be back together. Next step is I'm gonna put together the home button. You could put this stuff back together in any order as you please, as long as you remember to put the shield first. So if you want to do the home button first, you could do the home button first. It really doesn't matter, as long as you put it back together the right way when it's all said and done. So now I'm just lining up this button because it looks a little crooked. It sits flush. Now the next step is to put the screws back for that. I'll rest it down so you can see it nicely. That screw is back. The screws goes for the bottom of the shield right here. Okay, good. Excuse me for clearing my throat. Now we're going to install this camera assembly. It's not even for the right freaking phone. What phone is this for? Is this for the right phone? Oh yeah, it's right. I'm just crazy. Okay, so now peel this little plastic off. Don't forget to take that off, especially if you're putting on a new one, covering the camera lens. Okay, so now what we shall do is first we're going to stick this piece on so then we can make our folds, because this has to be folded in order to go on the right way. So if you want, you can look at the original one and see how it's done. So it's folded like this. So let's get that on there. We have to line that up nice and neat. All right, that's the first step. Second step, to fold that as well. Okay, that's the second step. Third step, get your camera, not your camera, your speaker. Line that up. All right, put your camera in place. Make sure your speaker is lined up and your contacts are touching, because they're not touching, you can't, the person won't be able to hear anything. So I'm gonna let's lift this off of the screen, lift this up. I get a better bird eye view. Okay. All right, that's set. Put these screws back in order in the way they were taken off. All right, one, it's two, and we're almost ready for number three. All right, excellent. So everything is good. I'll make sure I check the contacts. The contacts do seem to be touching the proper place. Now, got a complete rebuilt screen. Now we're ready to put this bad boy back together. So get all the junk and garbage out of your way. Get the phone back in the direction it needs to be. Start connecting all the connectors. On. Make sure you feel for the snap. If they don't snap, that means it's not in. All right. We have all our connectors connected. We're gonna put our shield back. All right. So we're gonna put the long one over here. Keep it loose until you get to tighten it all in the right place. Second. Third. If you can, try to get a screwdriver with a magnet because messing with these little screws and they'll be falling off on you will be a complete nightmare. It will drive you absolutely insane. Screw number 4, screw number 5. And now for the next step, battery shield. So we're gonna put that back on. Another screw. All right. Make sure I tighten this one. Now you gently have to push the phone down in that position because if you just try to push it down, it's not gonna go down. The screen actually has a little slot for you to slide it in the top there. So you push it, slide it in, then push down. See? See the order it's in? And now you take your time and close it up. Turn it on. Let's see if it has some action. This phone seems slightly bent, which doesn't surprise me for an iPhone because people fucking put their phones in their back pocket and sit on them. Put our bottom screws back in to secure this screen in place. We shall wait till it boots up, test all of the functions. Everything works. No SIM card is installed. Touch is working. Everything is working. If the bitch Siri is working. She's not gonna work because I'm not connected. Oh, there the bitch goes. Bitch, why I don't hear you? Bitch, I can't hear you.
You can adjust many of the hearing settings.
Oh, now the bitch is talking. Oh. Hey, bitch. What else can you do?
Your language.
Oh, man. Siri's too much. Hey, bitch. What is a bitch?
There's no need for that.
Damn, this little bitch here is feisty. Find me some food in the area.
Checking. Okay, here's what I found.
Look at this little fucking globe Siri shit. This is new shit. Oh, I could touch you again.
There's no need for that.
Listen, I can curse if I want to. You can't tell me what to do.
I'm sorry.
Now go back to finding me some food.
I'm not sure I understand.
Boy, you are one fucking retarded robot.
There's no need for that.
That's why I prefer Bixby.
I'm not sure I understand.
Bixby is 100 times smarter than you dumb fuck.
That doesn't sound good.
Anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You can reach me at the web. Supermodstech.net is on the screen. You guys, if you're looking for any devices to buy, anything that you need a new phone, you need a computer, you can go visit my website. It might be there, might not be there, but you never know. I sell tools, I sell equipment. Um, I also sell parts too. So if you're looking for a certain part and you want to fix your Mac, I might have a logic board or something for you. You just got to check it out and see. So hope you guys enjoyed the video and have a good day. Thank you.